Hello students, welcome to the online class session of accountancy. The code of accountancy is 055, just remember it. Okay. Now in this online class session of accountancy, I will explain you the chapter trial balance and rectification of errors. Here the miscellaneous type of errors will be explained to you. Means the errors of commission, the errors of omission, the complete omission may be there, the partial omission may be there. Means miscellaneous type of transactions are here in this question, which I am going to explain you. The question number is 20 of NCERT. Just have a look over the question number 20 of NCERT. I am showing you question number 20 of NCERT. Just take the screenshot of the same question. This is question number 20 of NCERT. You take the screenshot of the same question. Now, I am reading out the question. Question number 20. Trial balance of Raju. Means Raju is a businessman. Showed an excess debit of rupees 10,000. The debit side of trial balance is showing 10,000 rupees excess. Whereas on the credit side there was a shortage of 10,000 rupees. Okay. So this 10,000 rupees excess on the debit side is to be rectified. Okay. This error is casted with the help of trial balance, and we need to just rectify this error. Let us see the transactions in which the error was committed. I am reading a further portion of the question. He put the difference to suspense account and discovered the following errors. Whatever error was there of rupees 10,000, he put that difference to suspense account. Okay. And after doing this, he found that the following errors were there in the books of accounts as done by the accountant. Very first transaction regarding the error was depreciation written off the furniture rupees 6,000 was now not posted to furniture account. Depreciation, as we know, depreciation is a normal wear and tear in the value of asset. Means due to depreciation the value of asset will decrease. The effect of this transaction was not posted to furniture account. Means depreciation was correctly debited, but due to depreciation, the decrease in value of furniture, as per rules of debit and credit, regarding assets, here the asset is furniture. The value of asset, that is furniture, will decrease due to depreciation, and the decrease in the value of asset, that is furniture, will be shown on this side, on the credit side. Okay, right. Here, in accordance with the transaction, whatever is instructed in the transaction, the effect was not shown in the furniture account. Means the furniture was not credited. Okay, so what we need to do? We need to just create furniture account here. This is a partial omission. Okay, the type of error is omission, right? And here under omission there is a partial omission. Partial omission means on the debit side the depreciation account was correctly debited, but on the credit side furniture account was not credited. So in this type of partial omission type of errors, what we do, on one side where there is shortage, we use the term suspense account. Okay, right? So on the debit side where no posting is to be made, we will use the term suspense account, as depreciation account was already debited correctly by the accountant, but no posting was made in the furniture account. So what we need to do? We need to just create furniture account. The amount related to this transaction is 6,000 rupees. 6,000 rupees as mentioned in the question. Whatever I have explained you in this rectified journal entry, that I have written within brackets, depreciation not posted to furniture account. Means furniture account was not correctly created. Okay, was not created. This was partial omission, and in the cases related to partial omission, the side of shortage is covered by the term suspense account. Here the side of shortage is debit, and here we have to use the term suspense account. Okay, this is done only in the case of partial omission. Now, further reading out the second transaction, credit sales to Urupam. Okay, rupees 10,000 were recorded as rupees 7,000. Credit sales to Urupam. First of all, according to this transaction, what should be the journal entry? Credit sales. We are selling the goods, okay, to someone on credit basis. The other party to whomsoever we will sell the goods, he will be our debtor. And debtor are the assets of the business. Okay. And whenever asset increases are to be shown on the debit side. So Rupam, to whom the goods were sold, will be shown on the debit side, and sales showing decrease in the value of goods will be shown on the credit side, because goods being asset are decreasing, and the decrease in asset is shown on the credit side. So here the journal entry to be passed is Rupam debit to sales account. This is the case of undercasting. In the case of undercasting, we have to pass the original journal entry, and whatever amount is undercasted, that amount is written in the amount column on the debit and credit side. Here, in place of 10,000 rupees transaction, we recorded 7,000 rupees. The difference is of rupees 3,000, and that 3,000 rupees will be written on the debit and credit side. Further, within the bracket, we need to write the explanation of the journal entry, whatever I have explained you in the journal entry, okay, that I have written in the brackets as a narration. This is narration. Okay, rupees 10,000 sales to Rupam recorded as rupees 7,000, now rectified. Okay, in place of 10,000, what was written? 7,000. Okay, there was undercasting of rupees 3,000, and this undercasting was removed by passing the original journal entry and putting 3,000 rupees shortage within the amount column on the debit and credit side. Okay, now reading out the third transaction of question number 20, purchase book undercast by rupees 2,000. Whenever we purchase any good, okay, then what will happen? The goods will increase. Goods itself are the assets of the business, and according to rules of the debit and credit, whenever assets increases, then they are shown on the debit side. So purchases will be shown on the debit side. Okay, right. Here only undercasting is done in purchase book. Okay, so here also a partial omission is present. In the case of partial omission, I have already told you related to very first transaction, the side of shortage is filled with the term suspense account. Okay, on the credit side there is a shortage, nothing is mentioned on the credit side. Okay, right, because the error was present on only the debit side of the journal entry. So on the credit side, in case of partial omission, we use the term suspense account, and hence we have, or say I have used the suspense account. Okay. The amount related to this transaction was rupees 2,000, and the same amount I have posted on the debit and credit side of the amount column. Okay. Now further reading out the fourth transaction, cash sales to Rana, rupees 5,000 were not posted. Okay, cash sales to Rana. Okay, right. Here the goods were sold in cash, but this sales was not posted in the sales book. Okay, right? Means on credit side, the sales account was not created, because if the goods are sold, then according to rules of debit and credit, the goods being an asset decreases, and decrease in asset is to be shown on the credit side. So sales was to be shown on the credit side, but it was not shown. So partial omission again is here. In the case of partial omission, already I have explained you in the very first transaction, in the third transaction, the same rule will be followed. The side of shortage. Here the side of shortage is debit side. Here we have to use the term suspense. In case of partial omission, we have to use the term suspense on the side of shortage. Here the side of shortage is debit. Okay, right? Suspense account debit to sales account. This will be the journal entry to be passed here. Okay. Right, and the amount related to this transaction is rupees 5,000, and the same amount I have posted on the debit and credit side of the amount column. Okay, so here you can see, you can notice transaction A, transaction C, and transaction D. These three transactions relates to partial omission. In the case of partial omission, what we need to do, on the side of shortage, we have to use the term suspense. Okay, suspense, suspense, suspense. Okay, right? And this transaction relates to error of commission. Okay, right? And in the case of this error of commission, what we need to do is we have to pass the original journal entry, and we have passed the original journal entry Rupam debit to sales. Undercasting was done. In the case of undercasting, we need to pass the original journal entry, and in case of overcasting, already I have explained you many questions related to overcasting. Okay, in case of overcasting, what we need to do, we have to reverse the journal entry. Okay, in case of undercasting, we have to pass the original journal entry, and in case of overcasting, we have to reverse the journal entry. If there might be overcasting, then what journal entry we might have passed, or what journal entry might be present here in the particular column, says to Rupam. Okay, right? But this is the case of undercasting. In place of 10,000 rupees, 7,000 was posted. So there was undercasted amount of rupees 3,000. So this was the explanation of question number 20 of NCERT. Just have a look over the complete solution of the question and take the screenshots. Take a screenshot of the left hand side. Solution of the same question. This is the working note. Very important for you to understand the solution, the explanation of the question. Now just see the right hand side of the solution. First of all, take the screenshot of the B part. Okay, then take the rest part screenshot. I am showing you the rest part. Okay, and E and F transaction as a homework you have to solve, and try to solve other questions also related questions. You can just try to solve them. Okay, right? So far I have just explained you many questions related to this topic, rectification of errors. Okay, try to solve remaining questions. Okay, more questions I will explain you tomorrow. That's all for today. And just keep in mind, I will just provide you the YouTube link video of the same explanation in your class WhatsApp group. And what more you have to do, you have to just submit or say share your homework in PDF format in the concerned accountancy homework group of the 11th class. Okay, the concerned groups are there. We have created the concerned subject groups, and you have to share your homework in that concerned group only. Okay, in PDF format only. That's all for today. Have a nice day.